Your review time with Imperial. Let's get to it. For starters, before we get into it, just like the video. Now, this is basically as much as a review. As you can see, the title is Dany alive? Daenerys, Khaleesi, Mad Queen, Mother of Dragons, Dragon Queen, whatever you want to call her. Is she still alive? And you ask, why would you assume that? We all seen her get killed. Jon Snow allegedly snapped her in the chest, stomach, heart, or wherever. And we seen Drogon come and mourn for her and burn down the throne. And what did we also see? Drogon grabbed her with his claws, his hand, and flew off. So that's an open ending for Dany's character arc right there. That's open ending right there. So if they do spin-offs, there's a good chance a couple years from now that they can rewrite Dany back into the screen. Because if we seen Jon Snow get stabbed all those different times and get brought back to life, why wouldn't we believe that we seen Drogon take Dany off and we don't know where he took her to? And that's the last we seen both of them. So why can't we believe that Dany is still alive? Or she's going to be resurrected. So that's my theory with that. As far as the series go, this was all rushed. The Game of Thrones writers did all the fans a distaste by rushing this last season. We all waited 2 years, and it's a disappointment in the writing. And then you're going to get some people to say, well, you can't please everybody, but you have to do better than this. The writing has to be better than this. And there was leaks like 2 years ago, leaks that showed, they said they had an image of Dany and Jon in a room, like a green room or something like that, and it looked like he put a knife through her, like Azor Ahai. That's what they was, but they was charging that. Well, maybe Jon is gonna do Azor Ahai or whatever. But that leak was like 2 years ago. People really just, they did a bad job on hovering the information. I guess it's so huge and big they can't. So you don't know what to believe over the time. And the build up, whoever leaked these last leaks, they was spot on with everything. Except the exception, one of the leaks that I was reading was saying that Tyrion was going to die, but then he pretty much became the Hand. There was some bad blood between Jon and Grey Worm. It would have been better writing if they would have wrote that Jon and Grey Worm get one little rumble and sword fight before the end. But I guess Grey Worm looked at it. He has his own people to lead now, so he's better off just going building his colony up in that land that they said that was open for Yara Greyjoy to pop up at the last episode on the panel. It was just like, wow, where the heck she's been at? She's popping up, she's talking crap, and Arya had to check her. So that was love. Arya checked her. Jon looked bewildered. He ended up back at the Night's Watch. Then he left off with the Wilding, so I don't know if he's leaving off with them or he just guiding them to wherever. So you had Stanza, she became the queen. We knew that's what she always wanted. So it's a bittersweet with Stanza with that. Because her claim to fame in this whole thing, after all she been through, she told John's secret, and all that came of that was Varys getting fried and cooked. So nothing else came with that. Obviously, his letters didn't get out to nobody because if it did, they didn't recognize it or show it that who John actually really is. Bran becoming the king. Wow. Why? What? And he already knew he was going to be the king. He pretty much was arrogant and said, that's why I'm here. Because he knew. So, go figure. Whatever. Bronn finally got all his riches and everything like that. Arya, she's selling. And she had her own, this time she's selling with her own fleet. And she had the Winterfell with the wolf on her ship, and she's going off somewhere. So they wrote that too, though. Like the leaks that I read, like almost 2 years ago, not read, watched the video on. They said that too, that Arya would be float off. Basically, she would just go back out in the world again, be assassin or whatever. So it'd be interesting, man. It definitely would be interesting. If I guess they're going to be talking the spin-off shows. If it's going to be worth it. They left a lot of different areas that you could come back and see what's going to happen and see what's going to take place or whatever. So, Game of Thrones, they made too much money off it. It's definitely not over. It's definitely this season 8 was a disappointment, and they could have stretched it. They put a lot into the budget and the fight scenes, but the fight scenes didn't deliver. It didn't deliver. If you go back to episode 3 when they fought the White Walkers, not enough major people died in that battle that everybody felt that should have and thought they was. And one other thing, let me. This is what I was thinking. When Cersei and Jaime were at the bottom, the dungeon, and they were trying to, Jaime basically telling her it's over, you know what I'm saying, nothing else matters. I was thinking at that moment then, that they should have, that big dragon skull that was down there, Valerian, they should have hid underneath the skull. I would have rather hid underneath the skull than to take that. That's what I was thinking at the time when I seen that. And sure enough, the night when we're watching Tyrion go down there to basically confirm the death of his brother and sister, you see Valerian's skull in the back right there. If they'd have hid underneath that skull, they'd have been alive. So I just think different. I wonder if anybody else speak that too. But nevertheless, Tyrion's the hand, and they basically ended the episode off with jokes, try to end it on a happy note. But the fanfare will be disappointed, and you'll be hearing, seeing, and watching a lot of bashing videos. But other than that, that's pretty much what I got to say about the episode. Subscribe and like. I am trying to build this channel up. But like the video and comment on my theory right there. Is Dany alive? Don't you know? I put it out there. What you think? Till next time.